Hey friends, I'm Shaz and welcome back to the Ministry of Reviews. In this video today, I will review a very useful device from the CarpodGo brand. This is a portable mini car screen. This screen is ideal for people who do not have a touchscreen or Apple CarPlay or Android Auto functions in their cars. But first, let's do a quick unboxing to check out the contents inside the box, and then I will show you how to set this up in your car and the different functions and features of this CarpodGo portable car screen. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so now let's do the unboxing of this CarpodGo Mini portable car screen. It comes in this white box. You've got some images of the device on the box itself. Let's quickly open it. So you've got the user manual, user guide, that's standard. Then you've got the portable car screen. And we come back to this in a while. Let's check out the other contents. You get a cable to power this screen, so it's a type C to type C cable. You can connect one end at the back of the portable screen and the other end connects with a USB port in your car. Even in case your car does not have a type C connection, you can simply use a type A adapter and convert that. You do get some accessories to connect this through the mounting bracket that comes inside the box, which is this. So this is a mounting bracket with some stick-on tape. So the way it works is that this double-sided tape sits on your dashboard, and I'll show you how that works when I take this to the car. But very quickly, this sits on the dashboard, and this is a magnetic kind of a bracket which connects at the back of this, like that. Alright, so this is the mounting bracket and it's quite strong. Alright, so this is all you get inside the box. You also do get this extra bit of accessories. This is another adapter. Now, in case your car does not have a USB slot, if your car is one of those which has a cigarette lighter adapter, then you would need to connect this. So you connect this with the cigarette lighter adapter and then connect this cable to this type C port right on this. There you go. So connect it and then you can connect the other end with the screen itself. Alright, so this is all you get inside this box. Alright, so let me take this out to my car and then I'll show you how to set this up, and then we start testing the different functions and features of this CarpodGo Mini CarPlay portable screen. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so I've set this CarpodGo Mini portable car screen in my car. This car already has a screen, but this is a standard screen, just has the AC controls and some other controls. This screen doesn't have the Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto. So these kind of screens are perfect for this car, where it enables the car to then start using Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So I've set it up right in the middle of the dashboard. You can set it up anywhere you want. You can connect it with the windshield right under the rear view mirror. You can put it on the side just like a mobile holder, but just for the test today I've put it right in the middle of the dashboard so you get a good view. What I've done is also connected the cable with the cigarette lighter all the way down, and the good thing is that it comes with a lot of cable, so you can easily bring the cable from the back of the dashboard and bring it from just under the glove box, so you don't actually see the cable outside. You can easily hide the cable if you want. Alright, so it's a very easy setup. It's kind of a self-service setup. You don't need any professional help to set it up in your car. It's just a plug and play kind of a device and very easy to set it up. Alright, so now let me take you through the different functions, features on this CarpodGo device. So basically you've got the Apple CarPlay option, you've got Android Auto, then you've got this is the air pressure on the tires. You can set it up as well. This is for the settings, so you have all the detailed settings available on the screen. Right from system settings, you can set it up, but select different languages, date, time, Wi-Fi, settings, Bluetooth, display as well. You can add your own wallpaper. As I said earlier, this is one of the brightest screens I've seen in the market. It's about 1000 nits brightness on the screen, so which is very, very nice, and you can adjust that as well. And then some other options. Now, I am not connecting a rear view camera with this, but it does have an option of connecting a rear view camera, and then once it's connected, you can go into the settings and play around with the settings as per your preference, right? So these are all the settings, and then this also basically takes you to the settings as well. So this is brightness setting, this is all the settings, and this is your audio control. Now, there are different ways to connect the audio with the system of the car. Best way is to, when you're connecting your phone, you can simply connect it with the system of the car as well. So different ways to connect it, as you can see it on the screen. So Bluetooth, aux cable, and then FM transmission. So that's all that. So what we'll do now is very quickly, I'll show you how to connect Apple CarPlay and then Android Auto. In this video, I'm not going to explain the different functions and features of Apple CarPlay. That's not the idea. I just wanted to see how we actually connect it and how do we actually get the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto running on this CarpodGo screen. Alright, so let's click on Apple CarPlay. So what you need to do is actually go to your iPhone, and then switch on the Bluetooth and look for this new device. It's PND9E something. So that's the code. There you go. So that's the one. Click on it, pair the device, allow it to sync contacts and favorites. I'm not doing it right now, but you should do it, because if you're connecting your contact book, then you want that to appear on the screen. And that's it. So just a few steps, and then as soon as you go through those steps, and now it should take a few seconds, there you go, and then it will automatically bring you to the home page of Apple CarPlay that looks like this. So very nice. Once again, the clarity of the screen and the brightness is honestly very, very nice. Again, it's one of the brightest screens I've tested on my channel, and again, I'm not getting paid to say nice things about this screen. I genuinely think it's very, very nice, clear, and very nice and bright. Alright, so this is the home page or the landing page of Apple CarPlay. Again, I'm not going to explain the different functions and features, just wanted to see how it works. The one good thing I want to see is how the screen is responsive to touch. So as you can see, it's very, very responsive. There is no lag at all. This is the home screen. You've got the split screen of Apple CarPlay. You've got all the different applications. Now, keep in mind, if you're new to Apple CarPlay, you get to see all the apps that are installed on your iPhone on the screen here. But these are not all the apps. Only the apps that are compatible with Apple CarPlay system are appearing on the screen here. There are limitations from Apple CarPlay to show your apps like YouTube, Facebook, some of the other things like Instagram, TikTok. So all those apps would not appear because they're not compatible with Apple CarPlay in any car. All right, so this is Apple CarPlay. Obviously, once you connect your iPhone, you can use Siri on your iPhone to operate the device. You can play music, you can make calls directly, and all the standard features. You've got navigation as well. I don't have navigation switched on, so if give me a second, I'll switch on my locations, and we should be able to see navigation as well. There you go. So very quick, as you can see, as soon as you click on the screen, it automatically very quickly brings up your that application. So in this case, it was navigation, very quick, and it's very clear, very nice, very bright, and the screen is responsive. That's a really, really nice thing about this screen. All right. So this was Apple CarPlay. I'm not going to take you through each and every function feature, just wanted to see how Apple CarPlay works. So if you have an iPhone, you can set this screen up with Apple CarPlay and start using all the functions without connecting your phone with a cable. You don't need to connect a cable to the phone because this is a wireless connection through Bluetooth. All right, so let's go back to the home page, and what we'll do now is connect Android Auto. Alright, so now let me show you how to connect to wireless Android Auto. So click on this icon. This is the Android Auto icon. You get to the same connections page, and what you need to do is on your Android phone, just go into Bluetooth, just like iPhone, go into Bluetooth, and then look for there you go. So look for a new device, pair a new device, and then look for the same PND 9E something. That's the device code, device name. This is the one, PND. Pair the device. There you go. So it will take a few seconds now for the device to connect with my mobile with Android Auto setup, and then we should be able to see the home screen of Android Auto on the screen. There you go. So very quick to connect. Again, just keep in mind that this is a one-time connection for both Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. You just need to connect the device with your mobile once, and then every time you come in your car, switch it on, it will automatically bring you to the main home page of either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You don't have to redo this Bluetooth connection again and again. All right, so this is the home page of Android Auto. This is the landing page. So this is a split screen where you've got navigation running on the left side, you've got media playing on the right side. This basically app takes you to the full app view. So these are all the different applications that are available installed on your Android phone. This is a new phone, so it doesn't have many applications, so that's why you don't see much. But you know, all the apps that you install on your Android phone, the ones that are compatible with Android Auto platform, will start appearing on the screen here. So you've got all the standard things like making calls, listening to music, navigation. You can get full screen navigation as well. Again, this is a new phone, so you don't get a lot of things here. But this is how you connect Android Auto system to the screen. Just like Apple CarPlay, it's very quick to connect. And again, the clarity and the brightness of the screen is amazing. See, it's very, very nice, very clear. Alright friends, so this was a very quick review of this CarpodGo portable car mini screen. I wanted to show you how it works, set it up in the car. Very easy to do it yourself. It's a self-service, plug and play kind of a device. You can set it up yourself, and then, you know, depending on which phone you're using, either Apple or Android Auto, you can select one of those platforms, and it will start appearing on the screen. The good thing with this is that you can use the voice command, either the Google Assistant or Apple Siri, to operate this. So all in all, a very nice device. If you ask me, the biggest plus for me on this is the clarity and the brightness. You know, it's very, very nice in terms of overall look and feel. If you like it, if you want to buy this for your car, simply go to the link in the description below. It will take you directly to the official CarpodGo's website, where you can buy this very nice portable mini car screen. That's it friends. If you like my content, you can go and support this channel with the super thanks icon below. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and click on that bell icon so you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching guys.